Okay, so let's just jump right in. You know that internet you scroll through every single day? Well, something massive, and I mean massive, is being built right underneath it, completely out of sight. It's an entirely new web. And this one, it's not for us. It's for machines.
And when I say massive, the scale is, well, it's just staggering. We're talking about AI agents handling somewhere between $3 and $5 trillion of commerce by 2030. Yeah, you heard me right. Trillion, with a T. But if that number doesn't grab you, the speed of this change will. Get this. In 2025 alone, we saw a surge of almost 700% in AI-driven shopping in a single year. So this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. It's happening right now.
And you know how we know it's real? The plumbing is already being laid. Think about this. In just a 6-month span back in 2025, count them, 6 major payment systems for AIs went live. The foundation is being poured as we speak, and they are not slowing down.
So what are they actually building? It has a name, the parallel web. The easiest way to think about it is like a second internet, running in parallel to ours. But instead of websites and videos, it's a world of pure data, of APIs and protocols, designed so AI agents can just go shopping. They can find stuff, negotiate a price, and buy it all on their own. No humans needed.
Okay, so how on earth do you build something like that? A whole new internet for machines? Well, it turns out there's a blueprint. It's kind of like building a new city from scratch, and it has 4 essential layers. Let's dig in.
All right, layer 1, the machine-readable interface. Sticking with our city analogy, this is the most basic thing you need, the road signs and the street addresses. It's how an AI agent can even find your business and figure out what in the world you're selling.
So what does this layer actually look like? Well, it's not a website. It's things like structured data, so an agent can easily compare your product to a competitor's. It's action schemas that lay out the rules of engagement. And it's API endpoints that let the AIs talk directly to your systems to negotiate. The bottom line is, without this layer, to an AI agent, your business doesn't even exist. You're completely invisible.
Okay, so we've got the roads. Now for layer 2, trust and identity. Back to our city, this is like the passports and the official IDs. I mean, think about it. If some AI shows up trying to buy $1 million worth of stuff, how do you really know it is who it says it is? And more importantly, how do you know it has permission to spend that kind of money?
This is a huge deal. It's all about creating a way to verify an agent's identity and prove it has authority from a human. And this isn't a niche problem. Gartner's predicting that by 2026, almost a third of big companies will be using these independent agents. If you don't have this trust layer, you're basically just hoping for the best. It's commerce built on blind faith, and that's not a great business model.
All right, so the agent found what it wants. You've checked its ID. Now what? Well, it has to pay. And that brings us to layer 3, payment and settlement. This is the fun part. We're literally talking about building a whole new banking system, but for AIs.
And you can't just use a credit card for this. You need totally new tools. We're talking automated micropayments for when an AI uses an API just for a millisecond, or conditional payments that only go through when a job is done right. And of course, it all has to work across different currencies instantly. The growth here is just insane. Some of these new protocols have seen their volume jump 20-fold in a single month.
And that brings us to the final, and let's be honest, the most complicated layer, governance and legal. In our AI city, this is the courthouse and the law books. And it's where we have to answer the really, really tough question. If an AI screws up, who pays? Who's on the hook?
Now, here's the kicker. While those other 3 layers are being built at lightning speed, this one is a mess. It's mostly just a bunch of question marks. Who's liable? What kind of contract can an AI even agree to? This is the Wild West, and it's where we're going to see some epic legal and corporate showdowns in the years to come.
So we know the how. We have the 4 layers. But the next big question is who? Who's building all this? And let me tell you, this isn't some friendly group project. This is an all-out, high-stakes race. It's a digital land grab for the future of the economy.
I mean, just look at the players throwing their hats in the ring. You've got OpenAI teaming up with Stripe, Google's working with Coinbase, Shopify's got its own crew with big retailers. These aren't small startups, these are the giants, and they're all forming these massive alliances, each trying to build their version of the future.
And this quote from the source material just says it all, doesn't it? 6 payment protocols in 6 months. The parallel web settlement layer isn't the Standards Committee's agenda. It's a competitive land grab. The sheer speed tells you everything you need to know.
This isn't about planning for the future, it's about owning it.
Now, whenever a change this big happens, it creates a divide. There are always winners and there are always losers. So the question for you, for every business out there, is which side are you going to be on? What's the difference between thriving and, well, disappearing?
It's pretty simple, actually. The winners are the ones who are already set up for this. Their inventory is machine-readable. They live and breathe APIs. Their data is clean and structured. The losers? They're the ones still stuck with just a pretty website for humans. They're going to find out the hard way that in this new world, if a machine can't read you, you might as well be invisible.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about technology. It's a massive, massive human problem. We have a huge gap in skills and the way we operate. Frankly, we're just not ready for this.
And the data is, well, it's pretty scary. Look at this. Only 8% of adults are in any kind of formal training to keep their skills up to date. And that number is actually going down. Let that sink in. We're building this incredibly complex new economy, and we're not training the people who are supposed to build and manage it.
And this means everything has to change. Your marketing team, they need to stop thinking about SEO for Google and start thinking about structured data for agents. Your legal team, forget paper contracts. They need to define the boundaries of what a machine can do. Your finance department, invoices are out, programmable money is in. Every single part of the business has to be reinvented.
So, okay, what do you actually do? The big takeaway here is you have to start now, right now. Ask yourself the simple question, could an AI agent buy our main product today? If not, why? Start publishing your prices and policies in a way machines can read. Run a small pilot project. Figure out that identity piece. And for goodness sake, get your tech, legal, and finance people in the same room. Because this isn't just an IT problem, it's an everyone problem.
Really, this whole thing boils down to one simple, absolutely critical question that every single leader needs to be asking. Are you machine-readable? Because if the answer is no, or I don't know, you're not just falling behind, you're actively becoming invisible.
And that leaves us with this final, powerful thought. The most important web address of the next decade won't be a website that you or I ever visit. It'll be an API endpoint, a digital doorway where an AI completes a $50,000 purchase in less time than it takes to blink. The parallel web isn't coming. It's already here. The only real question left is, are you going to be a part of it?